Hi, I'm Rohan from the Marketplace of Ideas, and today we're with Sheriff Chad Bianco. Sheriff, welcome.
Thank you very much. Glad you guys are here.
So my first question to you is, how do you plan to appeal to the person who's looking for a pragmatist who might vote for Matt Mahan but is kind of scared of the Republican label?
I don't know why you're scared of the Republican label, other than you've believed in the boogeyman. You've been raised from the beginning, especially in California, to believe in the boogeyman, the Republican boogeyman. And the fact of the matter is, Democrats have been in complete control of this state for a minimum complete party rule, one party rule for 16 years. But the reality is, California since 1956 and 1958, Democrats have controlled the Assembly and the Senate. So nothing in California, nothing bad can be attributed to the Republican Party. Everything in California that is bad right now, you can't afford a home, you can't afford gas, you can't open a business because of the regulations, you can't build a home, we can't afford groceries because of the cost of fuel and everything else that drives the cost of living double of the entire country is California. And all of that is 100% because of failed Democrat progressive policies that are destroying this state. If there was one single thing that a Democrat on this stage could point to that's a success, they would have told you tonight. But there's not. There's not one single thing in California they can point to, because they have destroyed your ability, your ability to succeed in California. So they talk about President Trump. They talk about money from the federal government because they don't want to talk about their failures in California. If Californians want a better life, a better chance for a better life, you have to support. And I wish I could do away with the parties. You have to support someone with common sense, a lifetime of public service, making other people's lives better, a problem solver, and put me in that position to fix our problems outside of politics. Because I will promise you this, in 33 years, I have fixed thousands and thousands and thousands of emergencies, and never once did I ask who you voted for or what party you're registered to. I just go fix problems.
So I wanted to move on. Some political analysts are comparing you to Rudy Giuliani, who failed to find greater political success out of being mayor because he was really just narrow on law and order, and he couldn't speak to issues like education. You failed to mention education much this debate. What do you say to the voter who's concerned that you're too focused on law and order?
It's very interesting that they didn't ask me any question about education. This was, I feel sorry for all of you that were watching. I'm not happy with this, what they call a debate at all, because it really wasn't. It was a shit show, and you got nothing out of it. Our education system is absolutely broken. We have failed. My generation has failed your generation, because we are not only providing you the education, we are not providing you the skills and the ability to enter the workforce, enter a workforce that is actually here. There's no workforce for you to enter because we've forced all the businesses, all the manufacturing, we've forced all the companies out of California with horrific policies. We can't do anything to put you into the workforce because they're all gone. And our education system, not so much the college level, but from kindergarten through 12, we have failed our kids. We're not giving them the tools to make them productive members of society. And we have to get rid of this agenda that is absolutely broken, and we have to go back to when we actually educated our kids and we provided them the ability to be productive adults.
So I want to move back to the Republican voter. President Trump obviously endorsed candidate Steve Hilton. However, he failed to gain the endorsement of the California Republican Party. What's your message to the Republicans who want to vote for Steve Hilton but still have an open eye?
President Trump isn't running this campaign. This is about, really, your only option of saving California is me or Steve Hilton. And we have to be honest about Steve Hilton. There is absolutely nothing in his past that qualifies him to be the governor of California. Absolutely nothing. He's not a small business owner. Where's the small business? He's never had a business. He's nothing but a career strategist, a political strategist who has convinced people to vote. It kind of came up tonight. He voted, or he was successful in turning the Conservative Party of England green. And now he wants to come here and say he's a Republican. The only job he's ever had here is somehow he got a Fox News show job, don't know how, because his only other job, the business that he started, was to raise money for Democrats. Our only option here is common sense conservatism, fiscal conservatism, and I'm the only one that has a lifetime of that.
I want to get to our final question. I'm a high school student. Majority of our audience is based in the youth. So they're quite disillusioned with politics at the moment, and they don't know where to look. What's your message to the youth and the first-time voters?
You should be disillusioned disillusioned with politics because you have been lied to by our politicians for decades. We have a 13% acceptance rate or approval rate of politicians. Why? Because they're dishonest. They don't do what they say they're going to do. I am outside that realm. I'm the only person on this stage that is outside that realm. I have nothing but 33 years of public service that is irrefutably based in integrity, honesty, and leadership ability. I have emerged in the last 7 years of the Sheriff of Riverside County as one of the most effective leaders in law enforcement in the entire country. That is what California is missing, not a politician. We need a leader who can work on both sides of the aisle to get things done exactly how I've done in Riverside County.
Thank you for your time, the Marketplace of Ideas.
You betcha. Good to meet you.